kickoff.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Complete to Kellen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Mike Williams.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. But the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Long converted to field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Jones on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go. It was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, or scatter some people, can't they?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. It's Herbert. From the left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
29-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. The Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
13 yards. And the Giants first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Chargers 6, Giants nothing.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second and a couple. Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And enough rush coming, and he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Jones pass.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And Ingram hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a giant first down.
First down, New York.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
At the 23-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score, Chargers 20, Giants nothing. Time long.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Now Dion Lewis to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
I know, but and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Ty Long.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I'd think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 3. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out. Yeah, this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Jones on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Smith. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Giants.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Evan Ingram.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert off of play action. As well.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Actually able to punch this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 31, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
New York.
Now Lewis here on first down. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Jones now throwing on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Giants.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Linval Joseph able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. To try again after the sack. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert rolling to his right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Here's Herbert now on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx
Maybe
it?
jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Jones on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, the quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off play action. Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Kyler Fackrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Lots of screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 21-yard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Lewis, the ball carrier.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is going to be intercepted. Rashad Jenkins picks it off. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He will score. Touchdown, Giants. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He's got it at the 2, and he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
Giants 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is important.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
The 33-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
31-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Shreds the tackle. Now a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Berryman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last two. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. It's caught. Keenan Allen. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this This will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Chargers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't